Let's jump into hive number 2 here.
All right, now a lot of people like to use different methods on their smokers, pine straw, pine combs, some burlap every once in a while. I personally like the cotton. The reason I like the cotton is it gives a slow burn but a high smoke output, and doesn't have as much of that.
If I can get it going here.
So
there we go. Just one.
There you go.
All right.
You're good.
Get it going.
It's
I
got
used
a slow burn to it.
I used a pine cone. Pine cone tends to work, but I like the cotton idea a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Especially if it'll go consistently for longer.
Well, and see, like all the little ash and stuff, you don't get as much ash that way.
That's great.
So,
okay. All right, let's jump into hive 2 here. Now, this is the one, everybody, we've been coming to that we've been watching for such a long time. Tom and I put this thing in a couple months ago.
Yeah.
End of summer.
End of July.
So we started growing good. Haven't really done a lot to it other than feed these bees consistently. We're at 2-to-1 sugar water now, so really heavy. And this has been a very, I hope it remains that way today. Of course, it'll be interesting since we now have another hive next door to see if they act differently. But they've been so gentle. Give them a little bit, just a little bit. Let them know, hey girls, we're coming in here just to check on you.
You still got some water left over in this one, so that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
What we'll do though is pour that out.
Yeah. All right, I tell you what.
And
put
what
this.
we can do, John Mark, we can actually just use this box right on the ground.
Okay.
And we'll
set it on there.
Down.
All right, I like that. So we're just going to take the shell that we use for the feed.
Yeah.
Set everything on there. Look at that. See, they're doing good. They're coming up top. Right up through that inner lid here. Remember the other day I flipped this around because they were, oh, that's interesting. See that? He was going after that little bee. Flipped it around last time simply because the ants were getting up here, but it looks like the ants are gone. Grab my hive tool over here.
A lot of people don't realize this, but you can actually put some ant
granules
down. I do it at
and
night.
That's what we did, and it worked well.
Yeah.
So do it at night.
Yeah. Keep in mind, ant granules release after a good rain, after they've been wet. That's when they really are active.
Right over here. All right. All right, they're looking good, huh?
So let's take this guy off, and we'll set him down on top of our drink box.
Oop. Get it loose here.
Oh yeah, that means.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just going to
set him right there.
Lay it down. Now look at that looks good. All right, I'm going to grab
it's lightweight, so there's not a lot of
little bit of smoke here. Look how pretty though. Now last time the queen was on this one, she was building out really heavy.
Okay.
And I will say the last time I had a little problem with it. I didn't pull very much, but I think this top lid on here is a little bit loose. I'd love to get in there and see if we can get that frame up though.
We'll get it up. A lot of people don't realize this, but you need to get in here and you need to pop these frames, even just loosen them up, because they'll build
comb all between, right?
That wax build up.
Look at all these bees right in here, man.
So
beautiful though. Great to see the numbers, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, these numbers are
she's not ready for winter, and that's a good thing because she's still got a house to build.
Yeah. So this one's the one where I hesitate to bang too much on it. We'll get it out of here. But yeah, this one's got a nail that's loose here. I do have some pliers if we want to. Let's pull it. This side might be able to get it up with. I don't know. I don't know, Tom. We might have to. We have to get the frame next to it up and then pull it off of here.
A lot of you loosen it up real good.
Look at this one.
You get you a good.
Grab that one. Now this one's pretty loose. It'll come up. Now look at the gorgeous bee.
Oh, look at that.
Look at this.
And that sucker is getting heavy too.
Full of honey.
Oh yeah.
Full of honey.
Good size. Hey, I'm getting ready for winter.
Brood all over this in the middle. You know, I was reading something last night, and it says that this comb area contains about 4,500 cells, one side.
That's about right.
So on both sides, you got 9,000. So depending on, you can estimate pretty quickly how much brood is being done, kind of developed.
Exactly. And again,
all right, look at
moving
this.
really slow.
Just gorgeous. Now that look at that gorgeous comb. They're building that out. You see the brood all along the bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
And they're got brood all along through here. Got they're just capping. They got resources over on this side. Got nectar. Look at that capped honey. Capped honey all along the sides.
So we're gonna swap him in just a little bit.
I want to see. We got to get that thing up.
That's
Can we
fine.
get it out of here first? I don't know, but I've been thinking about this one. I want to make sure that
We may want to swap him out with a good one.
Yeah, with a good frame. Let's see what's on it.
We got one extra.
So
Yeah, they're not doing anything on that one. It doesn't look like.
yeah. So this one might be a good one to just pull.
Yeah. Sometimes you get broken frames like this.
There you want nothing on it. This is just a messed up little frame. Hey, we'll swap them out and put a good frame in here. Yeah, that thing's even broken apart. So let's take one of these frames, like this one. This one looks like it's done some time.
Yeah, a little bit. So
all right. So
well, let's hold off.
what do you hold off? Let's just hold off. Give us some
us a little
room,
bit more
right?
room, yeah.
All right. All right, little bees. That didn't make them happy, did it?
Yeah, you might want to give them just a little bit of smoke. Let them know that hey,
Let's come over here. Nothing wrong.
chill. We're here. We're here to help.
Yeah. This is really a docile little, usually.
Yeah. And you're right. This one's building up pretty good.
See there, it's they bite off the bottom. There's honey, capped honey over here. They got brood all in the middle. Kind of spotty, but it looks, over here they're pretty solid.
Well, and see, and we started off with this pre-waxed starter, and the bees know what they like.
Yeah.
So we just let them, work on it. It's their home. Let them do their thing. We're, we're just a guest looking in.
Yeah, we're just checking. We're trying to help.
Right.
All right, so good chance could be a queen on this one or the next one.
I'd like to see one right here.
We'll watch her. She's really pretty. Tell you what, look at these. Look at that solid stack of bees on here. Just go look at all this brood. Now that brood, if you think about it, a little bit of honey up here, this whole brood, if that's 4,500, you could easily say there's maybe 2,500 of new little bees.
Oh yeah.
And what I was looking at is if they just capped them, there's probably 12 more days before those worker bees hatch.
Yeah.
So you're talking about another 3,000 bees that could be hatching if you look at both sides of that frame. Did you see you didn't see a queen on that? Now she might be on this one. She was on here last time. I inserted this frame last time and they started building out. This one was actually watch out little bee. This was one of the frames that I inserted, and they started building comb as fast as they could in order to give the queen space. Now if Sarah was here, she'd latch onto her queen. It was on there last time. Look at all that nectar. They are putting resources all in there.
I like the way that comb's being built out. See how they're going for the wire?
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't see her.
Now you can see them all in here working like crazy. I see her right off. Now she could be on that next frame.
She may have moved over to frame number.
Yep, let's get this one settled in here without hurting them. All right. I see a ton of honey on this next one. At the top, capped honey.
That may be her then. We may be getting close.
Getting close. Might be the show here. So let's look and see what we got. Again, you can see they bite off that bottom.
Yeah.
See if I can find her right off.
No,
don't necessarily.
This one has the long torso,
yeah,
doesn't she?
Yeah, and she's really healthy and pretty. Last time I saw her, she was.
Yeah, and don't be discouraged if you don't see her every time.
Yeah.
She's not playing hide and seek. She's just busy working. Don't
busy
want to be
working.
disturbed.
All right. Tell you what, let's move.
Term busy as a bee.
There you go. All right, let's see what we got here. This one they're just building, but you know what? I inserted this one, so I did the checkerboard on this one last time. Could actually be a queen. Might be on here. It's funny. She was not on a big one before, and they were getting it ready as hard as they could.
Mm-hmm. I don't see her.
I don't see any. Eggs or anything in there?
I don't.
No, not right off.
That's not
this
a
one's
bad thing.
full of honey.
That's a good thing.
Lots of resources.
Yeah.
Well, that little bee is
Need a little
determined to get us there.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they get a little inspiration going. I think they're gonna get you.
All right.
And see what I was talking about on that smoke.
Mm-hmm. Look at that, just nectar.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of nectar.
All right.
All right, looking good. Looks like a good spot for. They just Build it out good. It's building out nicely though.
Yes. Give them a little bit more room. All right.
A little bit more, and then that's a good frame. Now that frame's not building out a whole lot. Okay, let's put a little oil in here, right? This is the second hive.
Yeah, so
Need to put a little more oil in here.
it's easier to fill them on the outside.
Yeah, I don't want this. These mites, varroa mites, and there may be some other mites actually that. Oh.
Right.
That good?
Yeah, that's good.
Or too much, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna
Here, put it back in here.
Yeah.
Put this one.
Yeah,
Tell you what.
put it back in here just a little bit.
Just a little, that's fine. All right, so you really just need a little for them to drop into and they can't get out.
Exactly.
All right.
So we're just gonna put him back right there.
All right.
Same thing.
We'll put just a little bit here.
There you go.
All right, just a touch in there. Dries out. You know, it was so hot over the summer, and to be honest, I haven't put anything else in there. Is that enough?
A little bit more.
All right.
There you go.
Okay. So that's just vegetable oil. If a mite gets on the edge, which is usually where they travel, they get in it, can't get out. But varroa mites, from what I understand, they're just terrible on honeybees, and they can actually cause a ton of disease.
You know, and these are actually the beetles and stuff are going to get in here.
Okay, so these are
Mites
like the small hive.
Yeah, small hive beetles.
Small hive beetles.
The SHB.
The
We don't
SHB.
like the SHBs.
Let's get a little smoke in here.
How we doing on this stuff?
We're doing okay.
It's fizzled.
It's a little light, but
Yeah, we're almost
we got a
there
little bit
anyway.
of aggravated bees. I just think they got new neighbors.
Oh yeah.
They don't know what to do.
They don't know if they're
They're
gonna
not
bake
sure.
them a cake or bake them a casserole to take over and introduce them to the neighborhood, but they'll figure it out.
Yeah, it is a beautiful day though. So once we get out of here, it shouldn't take them long to get back to doing their thing. We'll go ahead and put that on there. But and then we'll throw some sugar water on here. Again, we're using a much higher sugar content.
There's no need to open up all of these. I've noticed from up top, there's not a lot of activity.
There's nothing in there, really.
Yeah, I was trying to find her queen. I don't see her. Doesn't mean she's not on the lower frame hiding out.
All right, so we need the queen excluder.
Yep.
Right.
Put her back on.
Let's take the queen excluder. We'll get out of their hair in just a second here. The
probably
ribs
like that.
always go down.
Yeah.
So if I get my, all right, little guys.
Here we go.
Put that one back on here. Inner lid's going on. Helps regulate temperature too. All right, we're gonna get the this sugar water while Tom's getting the feeder. You can see they're still inside the feeder. There you go.
You're gonna lose some, unfortunately.
You're gonna lose a little bit. Oh, whole
That's
clump
right.
of them fell off, but they're after that sugar water, so
They'll be happy.
they're okay. All right, let's take that. Now, I tell you, that's where the ants, you gotta watch that.
Yeah, gotta watch that for sure. But
Okay, we're just wrapping up on hive number 2 here. We did put some feed on it. Had some trouble with the camera, so apologize for that. But excited about this little hive. It's doing great. When we first started, probably had 3,500, 4,000 bees when we set it about 2 months ago. This little hive is now doing, it's probably closer to about 12,000 bees in it. Tom and I were talking about it. Really healthy, growing in numbers. We're giving it heavy 2-to-1 sugar water, building comb. We're excited about the chances it has for winter. We did also just install in the last day another hive over here. That one's got a little queen cell that's encapsulated in it. We're hoping that hatches soon. Got it closed down where the bees will stay there, and really excited about what's to come out of that little hive. So, all right, we're making it happen here at the wood apiary. So if you like what you saw, subscribe to Sandcastles and Honeybees. We'll see you next time.